Most of us probably don't believe we need a formal definition of happiness. We know it when we feel it, and we often use the term to describe a range of positive emotions, including joy, pride, contentment, and gratitude. Psychology and philosophy point to the same basic principles. Happiness comes from accepting and feeling grateful for or result about the past, staying fully engaged in the present, and anticipating the future with enthusiasm. Here's what we can learn from centuries of wisdom. Accepting the past. We all have had struggles, challenges, and suffering in our past, but happiness comes from when we feel a sense of acceptance, gratitude, and fondness about what has happened, both the good and the bad. Learning from and making peace with the past allows us to be freer in the present. Staying engaged in the present moment. Almost all spiritual texts, teachers, and trainers guide people toward becoming more present in the moment. This means staying engaged in what we are feeling and doing, bringing our full conscious presence to the moment and the people in our lives. Positively anticipating the future. There's always tomorrow, even if you know there's going to be hardship and struggle, because there will be, the future is wide open. What are you excited about for tomorrow? What could you look forward to? What can you do to bring joy or love or meaning to your and others' day tomorrow? These type of questions pondered seriously and joyously can fire us with life once more. 5 things that research has shown can improve happiness. Number 1. Be grateful. Some study participants were asked to write letters of gratitude to people who have helped them in some way. The study found that these people reported a lasting increase in happiness over weeks and even months after implementing the habit. What's even more surprising is sending the letter is not necessary. Even when people wrote letters but not delivered them to the address, they still reported feeling better afterwards. Number 2. Be optimistic. Another practice that seems to help is optimistic thinking. Study participants were asked to visualize an ideal future. For example, living with a loving and supportive partner, or finding a job that was fulfilling, and describe the image in a journal entry. After doing this for a few weeks, these people too reported increased feelings of well-being. Number 3. Count your blessings. People who practice writing down 3 good things that have happened to them every week show significant boost in happiness. It seems the act of focusing on the positive helps people remember reasons to be glad. Number 4. Use your strengths. Another study asked people to identify their greatest strengths and then to try to use these strengths in new ways. For example, someone who says they have a good sense of humor could try telling jokes to lighten up business meetings or cheer up sad friends. This habit too seems to heighten happiness. Number 5. Commit acts of kindness. It turns out helping others also helps ourselves. People who donate time or money to charity or who altruistically assist people in need report improvements in their own happiness. So, what makes you happy? Real happiness in life, in my opinion, comes from being the person you want to be, that ultimate feeling of freedom. You experience the freedom of choice when you live from the inside out, not allowing your happiness to be defined by the traditional benchmarks but creating your own. Listening to your own inner voice and trusting your choices will lead you to a life of happiness. And again, having some greater reason and purpose while you're doing something, I think is very much critical. If you want to be able to maintain your motivation in anything, your willpower to do anything.